Another area of topic, Jarvis Landry, kind of beat up all last year. He pointed out he was never really able to train in the offseason. He went right from rehabbing his injury into kind of training camp, so he never really got the opportunity to get his body kind of feeling the way he wanted to. A little different this year. Take a listen to Jarvis Landry.
It was challenging. It was challenging, and there was a lot of things going on in my head that I might have not showed on the field or, in these environments. But I had the right people around me. Everybody in the training room was supportive. They were here to make sure that I was getting the right moderate, whether I was watching my practicing or making sure I was getting the things that I needed in the training room. But it still was tough because I knew I wasn't where I needed to be. But I wanted to be there for the guys. It was important that I kind of kept not missing a game. And
would you say it was your toughest year?
Yeah, for sure. I think the second half of the season I began to feel better the further I got away from surgery. I think that helped me with the confidence standpoint of being able to really stick my foot in the ground, be able to change directions like I want to. But definitely the first half of the season, it definitely played a major part in me and going out there and playing.
And the other part of that, Kevin, is he says he feels great, feels as good as he has. Lost a little weight because he did a lot of strength and speed training. So Jarvis Landry looks pretty good as well.
He does look good. That's important to have your number 2 wide receiver. But since this whole revamping of this culture, him starting it, or arguably starting it back in 2018 with his leadership and what he was able to bring from that standpoint to this organization, him being out there on the field last year, more thinking about rehabbing injuries and trying to do as much as he could throughout the week and managing all of the pain and still being a part of the game plan and going out there for his team. Now he can just focus on being the Jarvis Landry that we knew we were getting from Miami and the Jarvis Landry that we have seen. I know that in his eyes, he probably isn't necessarily ecstatic with how his season went last year, what it looked like stat-wise, and how he knows he can help this team even more offensively. But him, OBJ looking good, and that whole wide receiving core, the more guys that are healthy and ready and raring to go and are just focused on what playbook elements they're going through and what they're adding to this offense this year, man, that makes them so much more dangerous. And that's why so many fans are so excited. Of course, we have to temper expectations as much as possible, but you have to be at least confident that this team is going to look even better this year than last year. And that is a huge piece to what the Browns can accomplish this year.